once again, it's time for the Friday weigh-in. Let's see where I'm at. Well, as you can see, the needle is just under 200 pounds. I wouldn't even call it, 199, but that's where I'm at. So, hey everybody, it's the captain. And, it's been quite a haul now. I'm still not at 195, but I did make it to my weigh-in at under 200. So, that's a good thing. This week coming up, we got St. Patrick's Day. I got my Irish shirt on. I'm Irish, whatever. Now I'm going to be celebrating. Of course, I'm going to be drinking my beers. I'll probably do a shotgun salute. The funny thing is the next day is my 2-year anniversary, and God knows that's a landmark occasion. But yeah, I lost a couple more pounds earlier in the week. Yes, I was lighter. It just seems that come Friday, I still can't seem to get that needle down too far. But I think that starting off at 217 and getting myself down to almost 20 pounds, losing 20 pounds, I think I've done pretty good. I've had my struggles with it, but it hasn't been that hard. And I think it's something that anybody could do. And if you put your mind to it and you want to be healthier and you want to be able to get around a little bit easier, you want to take some of that weight off of you, you don't want to be pressing on your shit with a big gut, you could do it. That since January 1st to here, in a lot of ways, this is like death by a million cuts. Just because you find yourself denying yourself the things that you love. You deny yourself the things that you like. And I like to eat. Okay, I love my food. I like to cook it. I like to eat it. I have friends that send me food. I like to go out and eat. To deny yourself the things that you love. And when one of those things just so happens to be food, it's really hard. Now you can see I'm at the park. I'm on this bridge here. It goes off into a trail. These guys whack the ball around or whatever it is. And then they go all the way around the park. And then they finish up on this part. Then they go over there to the casino. And they do whatever. I don't know. I don't golf. But this is a nice park. This is South Park. It's at the Botanical Gardens. In Blackwater. Every once in a while, Erie County owns it. Every once in a while. It just depends on who's got the money, I suppose. But this has always been one of my favorite places to come. I barely come here in a long time. It just started to get to be a hassle. And I was always getting bugged here, and I got videos about it, and I don't want to go into that in any great length. But this is my Friday weigh-in video. I really don't have a whole lot to say. I just thought I would come and do a location shot, because this is really a beautiful park. I think I'm going to let the park do some talking for me. So yeah, last Friday, I was in my driveway and I was telling everybody, when it's 30-something degrees, 32, 33 degrees in Buffalo, anything over 30, it's like a heat wave around here. And you see people running around in their T-shirts and their shorts. And there I was in my T-shirt, and not my shorts, of course. I'm not that But crazy. What ended up happening is by the time Friday night started winding down, Saturday morning came around, I started feeling really sick. And so for the whole week, for like the last 6 days, I've had a cough and the croup, and I've had this and that. Very sick as a dog. And today I feel this much better. I mean, which is considerable, considering Wednesday I was so sick. I was like very sick. Still went on Stickam. Still drank about 6, 7, 8 beers. Shot the shit. told stories about the old days back when I was into all kinds of bad stuff, you know, and I shared that with the room. And I do stuff like that, you know, because I don't give a shit. I mean, 10 years ago, I was in a place where I didn't care if I lived or I died, you know, and that's the truth. And, you know, slowly but surely, my wife, you know, was a very important person in my life. You know, I wasn't married to her at the time, but she helped to pull me away from the abyss, because I'm telling you, I was like that close to going into it and never coming back. And probably in the last 10 years, in the first part of the last 10 years, I was into some really, really bad stuff. And I was ready to die, you know. And I feel that in the last 5-6 years, really, I've become a lot happier person, you know. And I ask myself, you know, what's so bad about life that you don't want to live it? I had to ask myself that question. What is so bad about life that you don't want to be in it anymore? You know, what's so bad about this world that you don't want to live in it? And I had to ask myself the question, and I realized there wasn't anything that bad about it. There was a lot I liked. There was a lot of things that I loved, you know. And you know, slowly but surely, I came around to a way of thinking, and you know, that's when I really started liking food. And you know, the same question came to me around just before the new year, when I started realizing that I was just getting too fat to get around, you know, to do normal things like go up and down stairs, too fat to do anything, you know. And you know, some other people out there, they could be 300 pounds or whatever it is, and I'm not knocking anybody. Look at me and say, dude, you're not fat. But you know, my BMI was very high. It was like 31 or something like that. And I'm sure at this point it's 29. And I know people that work out and bodybuilders, and they say, don't ever worry about what that BMI shit. Because look at me, I'm built like a brick shithouse. I got like 2%, 3% body fat. Do I look like I'm obese? Please, you're not obese. But, you know, I want to be around a long time. I want to see things happen in this world, my family, and I want to see, you know, how things work out for them in this life, you know. And you know, I still love the photography. I still like shooting videos. I still love music. I still love nature. And I'm thinking, Jimmy, if you don't watch it, buddy, you're going to get diabetes. They're going to cut off your foot. Then they're going to cut off up to your ankle. Then they're going to cut off up to your knee. You ain't going to be walking around parks with a camera taking nature shots. You're going to be doing anything like that. You're going to be walking around with a walker or a crutch or a cane or a wheelchair, or worse, you know, your kidneys are going to be gone and you're going to be going to dialysis. You know, you just discovered this thing in your life that you love living, that you love the world, that you love nature, and you love photography, and you love your wife, and you love your family, and you love, you know, all these things in life, you know. Take it down a notch. Enjoy some things in moderation. You'll be around a lot longer. I know that I'm going through a lot of suffering because, you know, I'm denying myself a lot of food, you know. And I know how to cook. I can make anything out of anything. And I'm a pretty good cook, you know. I can put better than edible food on the table. But, hey, here I am. I'm alive. I'm losing weight. I'm feeling better. I'm looking better. There's no doubt about it. I mean, if you see the video from August, you're going to see the jowls in my face are almost gone. I'm starting to get a profile again. I actually got a chin. So, you know, losing 20 pounds has done a lot for me. I feel better, although, you know, I'm kind of bumming that, you know, I got to deny myself all this food. But as summertime comes, as springtime comes, and I'm out there cutting the grass, and I'm swimming in my pool, and I'm rebuilding my deck or whatever, I know I'm going to be able to maintain a good 195-pound weight, and I'm going to be able to still enjoy some treats once in a while, you know, and that's what's important when it's all said and done. So that's my Friday weigh-in video. Thank you for watching. And hopefully next week, cross your fingers, folks. Cross them. Cross everything you got. Cross your toes that I'm going to be 195 next week. Okay? So peace. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you next week.